Mad Dad here, and today I'm going to be playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, this semi-infamous game for the NES on my Retro Duo little thingamajig. I call it a thingamajig because it actually plays both NES and Super NES games. I guess semi-review here. It's pretty light. It likes to slide around a lot. Very easy. It feels very fragile and everything, but I do like that it plays NES and Super Nintendo games. It does not play all of them, unfortunately. From what I understand, there's compatibility issues with Battletoads. I wouldn't know. I have the Sega Genesis version and the arcade version of Battletoads. So anyway, I'm doing this video because, honestly, I hear a lot of hate for the dam level in this game, and I kind of just wanted to show how easy it can be, because a lot of people seem to have issues with it, and I'm like, guys, there's worse levels out there. I mean, play episode 4, floor 7 of Wolfenstein 3D, and then you guys can tell me about some god-awful, level design. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire this up. Make sure to blow in our cartridges. Proper old school way to make sure our Nintendos work. And let's get this show on the road. So anyway, first things first, yes, I am playing on real hardware. Yes, this is a Super Nintendo controller. It's a Retro Duo controller, which I think is a little bit more comfortable than the standard NES controller. But is the standard NES controller really that bad? I don't really think so. But yeah, like I said, starting the game here. I'm playing on actual hardware, so it's not like, oh, it's a hack, or it's the PS5 remaster, so they made it easier, or what, stupid shit like that. I'm also trying to show turtles do take damage, no cheat codes, no Game Genie or anything like that. Destroy the mouser. I always like the purple design of the foot ninjas in this game. I don't know why. As a kid, I used to think they were kind of like the movie Foot Clan, even though they're not. Oh yeah, and we got classic NES glitches. Look at the top of the screen. If there's anything I have to say I don't really like about the Retro Duo, I mentioned the I mentioned the kind of flimsiness of it. And this is more an NES problem than a Retro Duo problem, but sometimes the games don't load. Super Nintendo games aren't as big of an issue. But that's typically NES games so old, and they need to be cleaned and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Take out the rock guy. But a lot of this game can be summarized up if you just have a little bit of patience. A lot of NES games actually require quite a bit of patience. And I know some people don't like this game because it's not, quote, the arcade game. But, hey, we also got the arcade game. So, I don't know. As a kid, I couldn't really complain about this too much. Take out the rock guy. Donatello does the most damage, has the most reach, but he's kind of slow. Raph does a lot of damage, and he's fast, but he has short range. I've always felt Michelangelo plays a lot like Leonardo, but because of the trajectory of the nunchuck, it's kind of weird. Whereas, that's a little bit more easy. But I'm sticking with Donatello only because he can do quite a bit of damage. And if you get the timing down, it's really not that bad. Ah, yeah, the infamous jump. Now, there is a way you could cheese this. Let's see. It's like you got to find the right pixel. But it can take a long time, to be honest. And is it worth it? I don't think so. Maybe you gotta even have the right turtle. Yeah, see, Leonardo doesn't do nearly as much damage as Donatello. Donatello does like 2x damage, essentially. And then you get Mikey. Mikey's actually my favorite turtle. But same thing, like Leo. You know, it's like... just, I like Michelangelo's personality. It's a little too rough. Hi, 80. Okay. And I did not do that right. You look like you're getting tired, kiddo. Don't you think you should get some sleepies? Yeah, actually, I have more trouble with this jump than I do with the underwater segment. Damn it. Dun 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 dun. No, so once again, if anybody has issues with this game, once again, the underwater part is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Or if you know, understand it's a maze. Oh yeah, that's another thing is some people did complain about the Retro Duo with button lag, but there we go. I never really noticed the button lag. I mean, I grew up in the 90s on a Commodore 64 monitor, so try playing, you know, modern games on that damn thing. Now, I forgot. Did they spawn down there, too? Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to avoid Mikey because he's got half damage. Donatello has a little bit damage. Leo and Raph are definitely the highest. So here we go. Show you how easy peasy this is. Keep jumping. Bomb number 1 is in the bag. Do. So like all mazes, as soon as you get an opening, you stick to the left. We're gonna backtrack. And I'll show you why in a second. You could tell it was not a dead end up there. So you want to keep going forward. Avoid the whatever the hell that thing is. So this is a loop. You could go either way. It's no big deal. You could go one way or another. Oh yeah, and the sound is off on the Retro Duo. I forgot about that. But otherwise, okay, we want to get the timing right. But otherwise, It's pretty accurate to the NES and Super Nintendo. I think it's more accurate to the Super Nintendo than the NES, but yeah, we're gonna take some damage there. Leo's gonna get some damage in here. There's no way you could not get damage here. No matter what, it's just not gonna happen. The sooner you accept that, the better. So we're using a little bit of patience. We still got a minute. $50 seconds. Oh my god, guys, this level is so hard. How could it be so difficult? This is the NES with baby games. Okay. Switch and turtle. And we're charging in. $20 fucking seconds to spare. And we get one of the coolest NES cinematics just ever. Going into the turtle lair. Master. Although there is a funny glitch here. Yes, I am the Shredder, and I'm talking to you on the television. Why is your hand sticking through the television? Why? I have a theory about this. I think Shredder is actually literally inside the TV. Ninja techniques. He is psyching them out, and there's no screen. He is literally reaching out of the TV, talking. And then he backs away into a hole. Oh, guys, that was Mad Dad playing the, both the platforming fighting level and the actual underwater segment of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. Like I said, to this day, I still don't understand why people have such a big issue about it. You know, I love the music. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I get so relaxed about it. I do know that constant can be stressful. Well, you can switch turtles. You essentially get 4 lives. You just don't want to end that first life, or else, you know, you got to start the whole thing all over again. But there is a little bit of a strategy to it that you can work around, or that it's very easily doable if you just keep a clear head and, you know, there's a certain strategy to it. I like mazes, personally. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it's so easy for me. Because with mazes, there is a technique that, once again, if you keep to the corners, you don't leave any stone unturned. You know, you keep to the left, then you can navigate them pretty safely. Once again, I grew up with Wolfenstein 3D, and, you know, like, I played this before Wolfenstein. But I definitely still don't see it as a hard level. I don't understand why so many people have an issue with it. I think the Technodrome, from what I understand, there's even a strategy with the Technodrome, and it's been a long time since I gotten there. So I do maybe want to stream this game again and try getting to the Technodrome and doing that. What I do remember that is hard is actually getting to the Technodrome, because there's 3 underground areas you navigate through with different layers before you can even get to the door that leads to the Technodrome, and it changes. So no 2 playthroughs, you know, it's going to be the same thing. I think it randomly generates as to which underground passage leads to the Technodrome, and that makes it difficult. But yeah, I definitely think this is an underrated game. It's one of my favorite for the NES. I actually like this way more than Super Mario Brothers. Maybe Super Mario Brothers 3 is better. I've had some issues with Super Mario Brothers 3. Anyway, that was a video. I hope you found it enlightening. And until I see you guys in the next show, just remember, stay cool.